despite the fact we are in the bottom half of the table after 9 games played, we are actually closer to the playoffs than we are to the relegation zone. Hello, welcome to Club 2, part 15 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our championship fixtures against Southampton and Cardiff, but since the last episode, our form has been quite inconsistent. We started off the season quite well, obviously picking up the 2 wins, or actually a win and a draw in the last episode. The Carabao Cup did eventually come to an end against Leeds, where we absolutely got annihilated 6-2. But yeah, at least we're out of that competition, so we don't have to go far in that competition this year. Championship wise, obviously, did well in August. September, it was a really horrible month where we only picked up 2 wins: a win against Bolton and a win against league leaders, ironically, at the time, Crystal Palace. We beat them 1-0, then we've lost a whole host of games and picked up 1 draw. So this is the league table at the moment. 9 games played. We've won 4, drawn 1, lost 4. There's a pattern there. I don't know why. I don't know why it's happening like that. We do have 13 points on the board. We're 7 points clear from relegation places, but we are only 6 points away from... No, 5 points away from the playoffs. It's a strange table, it's because we're in the bottom half, but we're closer to the playoffs than we are to the relegation places. Doesn't make sense at all. We have signed 1 more player since the last episode, and that guy is a centre back, and we have brought in Indiana Murit, who's a 23-year-old centre back, 3.5 stars of capability, 4.5 star potential, decent Premier League player. I beg to bit differ. He is 5'10", but he has come on in a free transfer on loan. No, not on loan, just a free transfer previously of Chelsea. Had a loan spell at Portsmouth last season in the Championship. He's played 6 games so far. He's only 5'10". I'm hoping he can get a little bit taller, but he is 23, so I suspect he's probably not. I reckon he probably has defensive mid in him. He's only played a few games here and there. I don't think he rarely starts a game. So this is the lineup for a match against Southampton, where hopefully it is a win, because we are due a win. Obviously, with our pattern, with 4 wins, 1 draw, 4 defeats, I reckon we're going to win and lose today. Hopefully, we win both games. So the lineup will be Sinisano in goal, a back 4 of Silva, Ungana, Murit, and Gilchrist carrying a little bit of an injury, but he is fit to play 75 minutes. Right back's been a bit of a spot of bother, because Curtis Elaine has picked up an injury. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. Kane Ramsey picked up an injury. He's back. He's fit to play 60 minutes, so we'll bring him on in the second half to replace Gilchrist. And apart from that, yeah, we've not been great in terms of injuries. Papa Bear is out on international duty. Don't know when he gets back. 30th of the 10th. I don't know what date we're on now, but I think that's a long time away. At the base of the midfield, we've got Yannick Merritt, Canis Mera, not Yannick, Canis Mera. Then in the midfield, we've got Joe Bellingham and Chris Rigg. Then we've got Paul Young out on the right, Kamara out on the left. Then we've got Bexy up front, where he started off the season a little bit better than last year. 3 goals, 1 assist. I do expect a little bit more from him, but obviously we're very inconsistent, so I don't expect that many goals from him. But as long as we can pick up a few wins on the trot, it will start pushing us up the table, because at the moment, being in the bottom half isn't a great feeling at all. So hopefully at some point in this season we do go on a nice unbeaten run, hopefully, but at the moment that hasn't quite worked out like that. This game is actually a game in hand, so if we do win, we could potentially, where are we? We're 14th. We could potentially move up into 10th, at least 10th, maybe a little bit, just in the top 10. That would be absolutely lovely. If it all goes to plan today, we could potentially be in the playoffs. Obviously, Southampton do occupy the 6th spot, so if we could beat them, now with the points on them, that would be absolutely lovely. What I don't want to happen is obviously lose this game, then obviously we'll be closer to the relegation zone. Then the playoffs. So that would be ideal. That Balcom guy that's absolutely tall, or is Mera just really short? We've given away a penalty. We love giving away penalties this season. That's 2 in 2 games. We gave away one against Bristol City, gave away one now, and they have scored it 1-0 to Southampton. Not ideal at all, but it's still the first half, so hopefully. I don't know why we're on a cautious mentality. What is my assistant manager thinking? We will go balanced for the rest of the game. Maybe positive if we don't get a goal in the first half. Let's drop a little bit of encouragement just in the hope we can create a few chances before the end of the first half. So hopefully we can have a decent chance of getting an equaliser. Because I don't really want to be heading into the second half with a 1-0 deficit or a 2-goal deficit. Varela, that's a great save from Celestano. Absolutely wonderful stuff. But they do win a corner. We have not started the game well at all. We've now had our first shot on goal. Canis Mera is going to whip in the corner. It's not a bad delivery. Falls to Bexley. Young with the strike. Come on, Bellingham. Come on, somebody. Please just do something. This midfield partnership of Rigg and Bellingham hasn't really lived up to its potential yet. So I'm hoping they can get a little bit better before I do think of selling one of them. I probably won't sell one of them, but just getting another midfielder. Come on, lads. We need to get an equaliser fairly soon. Fellows has got the ball. I recognise that Fellows. Have we had him before? I don't think we've had him for West Brom. Have we had him for like Weston-Super-Mare? Because his name does seem familiar. I don't think we have. We haven't. He's not a youngster at all. He's quite an old guy. So I don't know why I thought of that, but I thought recognised his name. Maybe we had him on a previous save, possibly. We've got a couple minutes left to go off the first half. We have not played well at all. Normally, it's the other way round, where we're losing and have created lots of chances. In this case, we've created barely any chances at all, which is slightly alarming, considering I do want to try and push for the top half this season. Obviously, it's not really going to plan, but like I said, but in the previous episode, the season preview did predict us to finish mid-table, and at the moment we are on course to finish mid-table. But I want to get promoted this year. I have completed all my coaching badges, so should we have to, obviously we will job hunt. If I don't want to go job hunting this year, because I've refused. I refuse to do it because we're not in a bad area. We're not in relegation form. If we were in the relegation zone, I might consider it, but we're not, and I know form can turn around very quickly in this league. All it needs is a couple wins on the trot and a good run, and we're up the table. That's how it should go. Varela now to Fellows. Can we just get the ball, please? Costa puts it into the box. So can we just get the ball cleared out? Come on, lads. This is just awful defending. It really is, and it is 2-0 to Southampton. I don't know what's going on this season. Last season we were brilliant, but we did have a championship team in League One. So, and this season, maybe we just have to get through this season. I don't know what's going on this year at all. I thought this team would be absolutely ripping it up. We are going to get off Gilchrist for Kane Ramsey, and I think we will also get off Kamara for. Don't really have a left winger. We'll get on Timothy Lawson, and I think we will get off Josh Beggs for Ivan McNeil, because Beggsy, he's not been great at all this game. Ivan McNeil, when he plays, sometimes he comes up with a goal. He definitely creates a few chances here and there, but hopefully he can try and get us a goal back, or at least one goal back. I don't know if we're going to grab the draw. I'm hoping we do. Ramsey, that's a terrible pass. What were you doing there? Varela is through a goal, and he does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-0. We're struggling this year. Really, defensively, defensively and attacker-wise, we are absolutely we're useless. We really are. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's got into the players this year. But yeah, it's not going well. I think we just need to get to January and have a little bit of a rethink of what our best formation really is, because I think potentially it could be a 4-2-3-1. We are going to get off Mera for Kelly, and I think for the final change will be Young, who has picked up a knock and is not playing well at all. We will get him on for Isaac Price, who's not really a right winger, but he can sort of played there, but 20 minutes left to go. Obviously, 3-0 down. We've only created 3 shots, one of them being on target. It's not really my type of standard. Against Bristol City, we actually created all the chances in the world, but somehow managed to completely throw it away against them. So it's the same as it happened this game. I don't know how we can go from one game where we create lots of chances, then the next game absolutely create like no chances whatsoever. I mean, to be fair, prior to this game, the team did have a 21-day break, so that doesn't really help any team at all in terms of trying to pick up wins. Only sort of a disadvantage. And Andre Balcom has put the ball into the back of it to make it 4-0. What the hell is going on in this game? It's an absolute tragedy. I've never seen such a one-sided performance in all my life. Not for us, but for the opposition. It's absolutely. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Southampton were one of the relegated sides from the Premier League. I'm going to presume they are, because they are just absolutely relentless today. Absolutely relentless. We've got a couple minutes left to go. Can we just get a consolation goal? Which I don't think is going to happen. I mean, Sinisalo, our best rated player, was on a 7.5, and we conceded 4 goals. It just shows you how bad the rest of the team were that game. Our goalkeeper got an average rating of 7.5 despite conceding lots of goals. Absolutely ridiculous. And now we've got injuries. Not too bad injuries, only 3 days, but we do have 3 days until our next game. So hopefully we can get back to winning ways for the win against Cardiff. The lineup for our match against Cardiff will be Sinisalo in goal, back for Gilchrist, who is only fit to play 45 minutes, so we will be getting on Kane Ramsey straight on the half-time break. Then we've got the centre-back partnership of Mewit and Ngana. Then we've got Constantinu at left-back. Then we've got Kelly at the base of the midfield. Then ahead of him, we've got Isaac Price and Curtis Mera. Then we've got Van Axel Dongen on the left. Young out on the right, then Ivan McNeil up front. So a little bit of a rotated 11 just to see what is my best midfield partnership, because Rig and Bellingham in the previous game didn't really do much to convince me that they should be starting week in, week out. So we'll give Mera and Price a run out, see what they can do. If we somehow win this game, and I'm going to presume it's down to them in the midfield, then we might play them every game from here on out. But we'll see what happens. Let's just hope we can pick up a win. We all want a balanced mentality, so hopefully that makes some sort of difference. Obviously, starting on a cautious mentality against Southampton didn't really go to plan, and it's not going to plan today. We are 1-0 down to Cardiff, barely 3 minutes on the clock here. I mean, who the hell was out to him? Lamal, with all the space in the world, takes one shot to one touch and has the shot, and it's a goal. Absolutely, it's just shocking defending. It really is. We're playing a gegenpress. I haven't seen any pressing from this team whatsoever yet, which is annoying. But hopefully we can try and do something this half. Obviously, that was their first shot on goal. We've had 1 shot. We've had 2 shots now. 0 on target, which isn't ideal. 3 shots now. That wasn't on target either. But hopefully we can try and get at least a goal before half time. But honestly, with the way we've been playing, I think we'll be lucky to get a goal this game, let alone this first half. But Laval has got the ball. Can we just try and get the ball from them? We're so slow to react to them. Ashford now to Reece who does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0. What the hell is going on there? What the hell is going on here? Is it our goalkeeper? Is it the defence? Or is it the whole team? I do not know. I mean, it doesn't really help. Papa Bear, who probably is our best defender, is on international duty. Obviously, in Ghana, is a good player, but not really a starter. Robertson, with the striker, thankfully, it is well over the top of the crossbar. Still 2-0 to Cardiff. 15 minutes left to go. Sinsalo with the goal kick does rip upfield. Does find Gilchrist. I don't know if it was meant for Gilchrist, but it did fall to him. But we still got possession of the ball. Constantino now to Doggan. Now to Price. He was a little bit lucky. I thought he gave the ball away there. He's dead there, but he's lucky again. Doggan now to Kelly. He's got a space to run into. Really cross the ball. I think he tries to do too much. Just pass the ball. Constantino has been fouled, and we do win the free kick, and hopefully we can try and do something. We've got players lurking at the back post, so hopefully they can stay onside. Mera finds Gilchrist at the back post, but he couldn't quite get his header on target. That was our best chance of the game, but that might be our only chance of the game. That might be our best chance of the game. I don't think we'll get any closer to that, considering the fact we haven't even had a shot on target yet. It is the end of the first half, and Kelly has got the ball. I was going to say we're going to go on a counter-attack, but he's not quick at all. Kelly has got the ball now to Doggan. Constantino has a chance to cross the ball into the box, goes alone. Now just pass the ball. Just stop being so selfish. Price hits the crossbar. I mean, how on earth have we not got a goal? I mean, that was our best chance of the game. Hitting the crossbar, absolutely unbelievable. There was a few times in there where we probably could have looked to pass the ball a bit early instead of just holding onto the ball for a little bit too long. Mera has got the ball. Are we going to get a goal? Are we going to get a chance straight from kickoff? We're not, unfortunately. But if we can keep up the pressure, we are having a lot of shots. We've now had our first shot on target. So hopefully we can try and get a goal. Well, Gilchrist should be off now. He should have come off 7 minutes ago. But we'll get on Kane Ramsey. Young is going to make way for Sympathy Lawson, who's absolutely shattered. Young is, not Lawson. If Lawson was shattered, I wouldn't be bringing him on. Half an hour left to go. Let's drop a little bit of encouragement just in the hope we can get a goal. We are creating a lot more chances now. 12 shots, 3 on target. It's still not enough to put the ball into the back of the net, which hopefully we can do at some point this game. We are going to make a couple more changes. Price is going to make way for a rig, and I think we will also get off Doggan we won't get off Doggan because I would bring on Kamara if he was on the bench, but I think he's another one of those players who is out injured. We'll get on Bexley for McNeil, who has not played well at all today. We've got 20 minutes left to go. There is still time for a potential comeback. Obviously, we need to get that first goal of the game. That would be ideal. Constantino, if we can get that goal now, that would be absolutely lovely. Then we've got 15 minutes to grab an equaliser. Mirror, lovely ball out wide to Sympathy Lawson. Can he just cross the ball into the box? He does. Tries to find Doggan. Falls to rig. Now to Bexley, who does put the ball into the back of the net for his 4th goal of the season. That might potentially be our route back into the game. I say hopefully, but it is a highlight straight from the kickoff. The ball is with Cardiff. They are passing the ball round now to Bacon. Oh, please, no. Around Mera. Lawson has got the ball. Let's get the ball upfield. Bexley's got space to run into. Bexley finds Doggan. He's through a goal. Oh my God, it's 2. I did not expect this. It's 2-0. We're a couple minutes ago, less than 5 minutes ago, we were 2-0 down, and now it's 2-0. Absolutely lovely. Both goals in the 78th minute. Were they really? Well, actually, both in the 78th minute, imagine if we go on and win the game from here. That would be absolutely, it'd be absolutely ridiculous if we could win. It'd be one of the greatest comebacks of all time, in my opinion. But Matadine has got the ball. Howard is in space, and thankfully he does put the ball wide of the goal. No touch from Sinisano on that one. He seemed very comfortable where it was going to go wide of the goal. 5 minutes left to go. Are we going to grab a late winning goal? Well, that would be huge if we could get it. But Begsy, he only played like half an hour, but man of the match, in my opinion. I take a 2-2 draw. I would prefer to win it, but a 2-2 draw from 2-0 down and 2 goals in the space of, like a minute? That is absolutely unbelievable. And obviously a goal and an assist from Begsy. Absolutely superb. We will praise him because he was phenomenal that game. If he can do that every game, that would be absolutely lovely. So hopefully that draw might give the players a little bit of confidence. I thought the same might have happened after the Crystal Palace game. I thought we'd have a little bit of confidence, but that break, yeah, it's not been ideal. When's the next international break? Mid-November. If we can pick up 5 wins on the trot by 11th of November, that's good. So hopefully that we should be. I'm hoping we'll be back in the top half in time for the next episode. So I think probably what we'll do is we'll play a whole host of games, and I think we will come back end of December. We play Exeter City twice in December, so that's should theoretically be 6 points, 9 points against Grimsby. So I think we've definitely got 3 wins until the next episode. So I think we will come back for our games against Burnley. I'm not going to bother to show you Grimsby and Exeter because they're relegated. So we will show you Burnley and Crystal Palace. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.